she's nippy. So yeah, good morning everybody. Bit of a different video this morning. Normally we're doing a lot of drift cars and JDM stuff. But yeah, my friend Mr. Bear, thank you Mr. Bear, you're a fucking legend. He's given me the keys to his brand new BMW M2. It's literally done 315 miles. So yeah, it's sort of running. I've got the car for about 3 hours. So yeah, if you're looking for a sort of full detailed review on an M2, this is probably not the video for you. If you want to listen to some cool noises and see an erratic guy called John driving the car relatively hard. John's got the traction control fully turned off. He did a little dugout out of a junction back there, and even though we're in Sport Plus, it still does kick the traction control in, even though it tells you the traction control's off. What I have just sort of realised, if you hold the traction control button for about sort of 5 or 6 seconds, it does sort of completely take the traction off, which means you can do a little wheel slip here and there. In the old BMWs, used to get a 1 Series coupe. They actually did a 1M, which I'm sure a lot of you guys will remember. On these newer ones, the coupes are now basically all 2 Series. So you get a 5-door hatchback or 3-door hatchback 1 Series, and all the coupes are now called a 2 Series. So yeah, this is the new M2, the latest M car from BMW. It's lovely inside. I'm quite surprised it hasn't actually got electric seats. Maybe they did that to sort of cut down on the weight. But yeah, you've got lots of sort of little carbon fibre accents. It's very modern inside. Obviously it's only done 315 miles, so it's literally like a brand new car, still smells brand new. Quite a rarity for me. Normally I'm driving sort of 20-year-old shitbox drift cars, so yeah, this makes a nice change. Oh, it's got that really annoying start-stop thing, which I can't stand. Whenever you come to a stop, it actually turns the car off to try and save fuel. If it actually saves fuel, I'm not too sure. Off to you. Go on, bud. I know I'm in a BMW, but I'm going to let you go. I think this has got quite a cool image. It's sort of quite small. It's a bit of a leery colour. I'm sort of more into like subdued colours, like quieter colours. But yeah, it still looks really stunning. Actually, it looks a lot nicer than when I saw it in pictures. Yeah, what my mate was telling me was that you can actually get these mapped up to about sort of 450 horsepower. They're 360 standard, so with 450, it's going to be a bit of a death machine. But yeah, it's definitely something I think he's going to consider in the future. But even now with 360, it's more than enough horsepower to certainly have fun and put your foot down a bit. Actually doing this morning, we're actually going on a drive up to see my cameraman. He's actually got a week off because his missus Emily, hi Emily, she's come over from Lithuania to spend the week with him, which is really nice. He left his skateboard in my camera car, so yeah, I'm going to run up to see him. I'm also going to grab him for about 5 or 10 minutes so we can give you guys a few external shots, which will be nice. What I did notice when John just did a dugget back there, fuck me, this leaves 11's about that big. I'm not sure what size the tyres are, probably sort of 255 or 265s. But yeah, it does leave some tarmac on the floor. So yeah, I'm pretty sure this has got active exhaust. It makes some lovely burbles when you've got it in Sport Plus. I think there's like a little actuator which opens a valve on the exhaust to sort of make it a bit louder when you put it in the more aggressive sort of sport mode. Yeah, sounds pretty nom-nom. So yeah, John's just taking a breather for 5 seconds. So yeah, we'll have a very quick look around the car. I wasn't too sure on this colour, but now that I see it in the flesh, it looks really nice. 19-inch wheels, and they're like a sort of shadow chrome, which is quite cool. They look lovely. Blue calipers. It's running Continental tyres, which is like a factory tyre. I think they look pretty evil from the front as well. What do you guys think? The only thing I would say with modern Beamers is that some of them do look quite similar. It's really hard to tell from the front whether it's a 3 or 5 series or a 1 series. But yeah, so it's quite a striking car, I think. Nice set of quad tailpipes at the back. Interior is a lovely place to be as well. It's got a nice leather steering wheel. Ooh, you've got all the nice sort of stitching down here. Suede gear gaiter. There's your iDrive. There's your heads-up display, and that's your dash. Now, if you're a bit thick like me, it'll probably take you 10 minutes to work out how to open the bonnet. But if you look on the catch, it does say twice. So yeah, you just pull that once and then pull it again. There's actually no bonnet release on these, so yeah, you just pull the lever twice and off she goes. There's not a lot to see with these modern engine bays. There's obviously the intake, and that goes down to the turbos, which you can't actually see, but yeah, it's got twin turbos. It's 365 horsepower this, which is slightly less, I think, than the 1M it replaced. Yeah, overall, very, very nice car. It'd be really good to see what they're like on the track, so you can sort of really let your hair down and put your foot down properly, but overall impressions from Monky London are very good. What my mate was telling me is that prices are pretty sort of solid on these. I think he paid about 48 for this, and they're currently going for about sort of 52, 53, because I think there's a 2-year waiting list, which is a really long time. Potentially he could sell this in the next sort of few months and make sort of maybe 3 or 4 grand on top, so he's always got that option. I'd probably find it really hard to sell this car because I think it's fucking wicked. But yeah, obviously money talks at the end of the day, so we'll have to see what he does. Yeah, we're just heading into London now, so it's sort of nice to see how the car reacts in sort of slow driving, like lots of manoeuvrability. But yeah, it's really, really easy to drive. To be honest with you, I haven't driven a new 2 Series yet, but it's probably just like driving a normal 2 Series, only with a bit more power and slightly more rigid suspension. You can really hear the turbos spool as well. I reckon if you get a custom intake or a different air filter, you should get a bit more induction noise as well. So yeah, it's going to sound pretty sweet. It's quite good. If you just sit in first gear now, a little bit of blip of the throttle and let off, it really does sort of pop and burble. Listen to this. Quite mad when you drive around with a camera. Everyone sort of looks thinking, what the fuck are you doing? Are you part of Top Gear? No, I've just got a really small YouTube channel called Monky London, which you probably haven't heard of. What's really cool about this car is that, well, it looks nice and low because obviously it's got 19-inch wheels and they really fill the arches. But yeah, we're driving through London, loads of speed bumps, and yeah, it just glides straight over them. It doesn't catch at all. You haven't got a snake around them. So yeah, as far as practicality goes, as driving as an everyday car, it's yeah, it's a winner. So it really does make a nice sound, this car. It's quite addictive. I think the MPG's probably gone down to about 10 miles per gallon. It's hard not to drive this car like an absolute bellend because it sounds so fucking nice. If you do buy one of these, be sensible. It is quite lively. The back end does step out quite savagely, so yeah, if you're good at drifting, you're gonna fucking love it. What a wicked ride. So yeah, big up my main man, Mr. Bear. Thanks for lending the car to me and John. Sorry about John, he can't be trusted, very naughty. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give us a like, put any comments in the comment section, and yeah, see you soon. Peace.